First score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt.
And a stretch out only about a yard after the 32.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
18 Rattler, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Daniels going to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 60 by Warriors 70.
Now Daniels. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Come on, come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18. Hurt. Ready.
Give to Krosky Merritt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Tempo.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They show one with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Cougar 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
A give now to Bill. This is Krosky Merritt. And he stopped immediately there.
19 Tiger, 19.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd down at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Get it. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
To throw is Daniels. To the right side and caught by center. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And now an audible here into something else.
On the pickup. It's second and inches. At the Ravens' 6-yard line.
On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. 18 card.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Rodriguez taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7.
Ravens 16. Commanders 7.
Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson now. He dumps it off for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. Second and 6. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Completed the 1. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions, as he'll tape this one in for the score.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, they'll try to run a reverse here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
18, Rattler, 8, let's go. Ready,
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Commanders, first down. First
60
and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. It looks like they'll move things around here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception,
handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no book.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he's up past the 20 with the 22-yard line. Play action. It's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Smith. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Again, Smith. And that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Geno now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now is Geno. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Raiders. Trey Tucker from 8 yards out. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
11. 11.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Here we go. 180. Right up. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
180. Nice hot. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now Burrow. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11, 11, 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. Looking deep here for Chase. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 53 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Run away. 390%. 13 net.
Back to throw, Smith. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Miles Murphy in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down.
Here we go.
They snap it to Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Intercepted. It's a turnover on down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a fine chase on the right side complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Left side complete to Lockett. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing again is Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Just beating the play clock, Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Smith here, an audible at the line.
No ball.
Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 12 yards. And the Bengals first down. Here we go. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
180, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 MT.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They go play action with Burrow. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
11.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gino going to hand it to Genty.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Miles Murphy, he's the one who got in there and hit him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people looked at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
To the air again, Burrow. Now he's going to step up, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Out of the gun, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So that
that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1 yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Smith going to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here's Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They snap it to Smith. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First down 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jeanty. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
There we go, throw it. 390%.
To throw is Smith. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Jack's left, Jack's left. Strike.
Now Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Intercepted. Turnover on down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the